Hey, what's up, fam? YouTube fam. Today I'm going to be making a video. This is a book review video of Atomic Habits. This is a book that's been highly recommended to me by multiple people. I've seen this book featured on so many book Instagram accounts, and I actually purchased this book about 6 months ago, and it got lost in the mail from Amazon, which is very strange because I order all my books from Amazon, and it's the only book that has ever gotten lost in the mail. So I kind of saw that as a sign. I wasn't sure if it was a sign that I shouldn't buy it or that I should buy it again, but why would you not want to read a New York Times bestseller nonfiction personal development book? So the sign was I should buy the book again. So I actually paid for it twice. I tried to get my refund back. I don't really know how that works. I've never had a lost package on Amazon, but I requested a refund, didn't get my refund, followed up, emailed. It was only like $20, but every dollar counts, and I'm someone who's very conscious and diligent with every single penny that comes in and comes out. So you know me, I had to follow up and try to get my $20 back. I still don't even know if I got my $20 back, but long story short, I have to say I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. This book was incredible. I thoroughly enjoy this book. I highly recommend this book. It's not a hard read. We got 250 pages in this book. Pretty average as far as like words on page XYZ. There's a few graphs. For example, here's one on decisive moments. So what this is saying is, if you make a good choice and then you make a bad choice and then you make a good choice, bad choice, this will be how your day goes. Now, if you make a bad choice, good choice, bad choice, this is how your day ends up being. Okay, this is bad, this is good. So it's important to constantly make good choices. And you build momentum and you gain freedom and power over your next decision when your previous decision was a good decision. So that's a kind of a diagram on how it's very important to make it a habit to make good decisions. Here's another graph on agriculture in how long ago was this? Long time ago, about agriculture, how it's easier to do agriculture horizontal, east to west, because the climate doesn't change as much because you're still the same distance from the equator. But if you were to go north to south, like say you're in Africa, and you decide to go south, now you're getting further away from the equator, just makes it a lot harder to grow your crops. So what's important to solidify a habit and to ingrain a habit and make it automatic in your mind and in your life, you have to make it easy. If you want to go to the gym, you have to make sure the gym is close to your house. You have to make sure that your gym clothes are laid out the night before. I mean, these are very simple ideas. I'm not telling you anything that's groundbreaking, and I'm sure you know a lot of the stuff I'm saying here, so I don't really want to just repeat simple knowledge. But this book, again, why I highly recommend this book and why I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10 is because it makes it very easy to understand. This book has helped me so much in my life. The one thing that I'll go back to this page because this is a really good graph. The one thing that I learned in this book that I didn't know about habits is something called habit stacking. Now, habit stacking is when you perform a habit, and then right after you perform the habit, you do another habit, okay? And then after that, you do another habit. So my habit stack now is in the morning. I wake up and I make my bed. First thing I do. I don't leave my room until my bed is perfectly made. After my bed is made, I then go right into my 20-minute meditation. After my 20-minute meditation, I go right into at least 10 minutes of yoga. So this is my morning habit stack. This is something that I've done now since I've read this book, which was last week, every single day. And it's helped me perform those micro tasks and those high value tasks a lot easier. And I just know that, hey, just finished meditating, going into my way. Hey, just finished making my bed, going to my meditation. So habit stacking is super crucial. I mean, it's just like, it's a little hack. Let's see what else. So another thing that I really liked about this book is the explanation on how to reinforce a habit. So a lot of people say that 21 days makes a habit or 66 days makes a habit. It's really hard to objectify or make it permanent or clear or have something very strict and stringent on how many days it takes to make a habit. What's important is how many times you perform that habit. So it's not about doing it 21 days in a row. It's not about doing it 66 days in a row. What it's about is performing that habit as much as possible. It's not about days. It's about reps, repetition. Okay. Super, 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 super important. Like don't like do a habit 21 days in a row and be like, oh, now it's a habit. No, keep doing that habit forever and be intentional about the habit, because the more intentional you become about making a habit, the easier it becomes automatic and subconscious. So at first, it's like, the most important thing that I preach a lot to my followers and my clients and just people I talk to on a daily basis when it comes to personal development and self-growth and things like this is progress and consistency. Showing up every single day, no matter what. Good day, bad day, medium day, you got to show up. And if you don't show up, never miss 2 days in a row. So this book just kind of like really reinforces that. And then, it provides a lot of really good graphs and real world examples on how you could easily make something like that seems really hard. For example, here, running a marathon. All right. It says running a marathon is really, really hard. What's the first step in running a marathon? Putting on your running shoes. So day one, all you gotta do is put on your running shoes. Okay. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta step out the door. You don't got to put on running clothes. All you have to do is put on running shoes. Step one. That's it. Then the next day, walk 10 minutes. All you got to do is walk 10 minutes. And it gets easier every single day. Then you just walk 10,000 steps, which isn't that far. And then you get to the hard, it's running a 5K. It's like 3.26 miles. And then very hard, running a marathon. So, it really starts building that foundation through a very easy and attainable, realistic step. And then also it talks about the 2-minute rule, okay? So if you want to create a habit, the first thing to do is to perform something in 2 minutes that gets you close to that habit. So for example, putting on your running shoes. If you want to, read a book, just read one page. Take 2 minutes and read one page. That's all you got to do. So I love how James Clear really, he really hit me in the heart. Like what he says and how he says it resonates so deeply with my perspective on how great things get accomplished in this world, and that is just starting and putting one step in front of the other. Like just start. All you gotta do is start. It's really that simple, guys. You just gotta start. Okay. So he talks about the 5 laws of habits. Talks about how to quit smoking. I mean, guys, I really can't. Here's the page on habit stacking. This is the page on habit stacking, how it says, after my current habit, I will do this. After this habit, I will do that. So I know it sounds so like first grade, and I don't want to say he puts it in layman terms because I think he would be very offended if I said he talks about habits in layman terms, but I mean, he just okay. So here's a good example. So this is like a gas station or store, right? And the gray is where they sell water, and everywhere else they sell soda, candy, and sugary drinks. So they wanted more people to drink more water instead of drinking soda. So what they did is they literally just put more water stations where it's easier to grab water, and more people drank more water. Now I know that sounds no shit, Zach. Yeah, no fucking shit, right? Well, you know what though? Okay, if you want to go to the gym, put your gym clothes right next to your bed. Okay, if you want to read a book and you're like, hey, I want to start reading, start buying freaking books and put a book on your floor. That's how I started reading. I leave books everywhere and I just pick up books and I read one page. One page turns to 10 pages and 10 pages turns to 47 books in a year. I'm reading 40 books a year. I'm getting a PhD in life. Okay, it's not that hard. What else? Habit stacking in the evening. So for example, after I finish dinner, I will put my plate directly into the dishwasher. Okay, boom. It becomes a habit. Like it's very important to keep these very simplistic and menial tasks, like putting your dish in the dishwasher. Like it's important to do these things. It frees up time. When you have these habits of productivity and getting things done and they become subconscious and they become automatic, you end up freeing up time. Habits are so important. That's what I realized in this book. And you know what I love? How much he talks about meditation. Meditation is so mainstream these days, guys. If you don't meditate, get on your grind. If you don't meditate, it's not about being Buddhist and being spiritual. No, meditation is about quieting your mind. It's about mental health. Because we have 60,000 thoughts a day as humans. 94% of our thoughts are the exact same thing from the day before. So what's important is that we quiet our mind and we go into the deep depths of complete stillness of our mental nonsense that's going on, okay? And then when we're able to get to that deep, calm stillness, we're emptying our glass so we can refill it with more creativity. Anyone that's in a creative type job, entrepreneur, I'm not talking artist, musician, I'm talking literally, if you're an entrepreneur, creativity is so crucial. So, So yeah, that's really gonna summarize my book review of Atomic Habits. Again, 9.5 out of 10. I would highly recommend it to everyone. James Clear, his backstory is he was on his way to being a professional baseball player until one day some kid on his team accidentally let go of a bat while he was swinging and it hit James Clear in the face and he was in a coma and he went through an extreme traumatic life experience, I guess is what I can say about that. And now he's a super high paying coach and habit coach for football teams and freaking Forbes 500 companies. And this book does a great job at explaining how you can be a better person, and who doesn't want to be a better person to live their best life. So I'm going to summarize everything I just said, not about the book, but about life. We want to be the best person we can be so we can provide and we can serve others, our family, most importantly. How would it feel to you if you were able to buy your family dinner or pay your parents' mortgage or rent? Or what if you were able to buy your mom a new car? Or what if you were able to help your brother or sister pay through school? These are things that, also are helping others, but bring value to our lives, making us feel fulfilled and accomplished in life. So if you want to better yourself, if you want to become a better person, you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest time or money, whatever it is you need to invest in yourself. I've spent so many hours, literally hundreds of hours reading books, all nonfiction, mental health, psychology, Buddhism, personal development, self-growth. Biographies of Tiger Woods and Phil Knight and Quantum Healing, Joe Dispenza, Infinite Possibilities, which is the Law of Attraction and The Secret. I'm just very, I see a lot of value in just constantly becoming better. And not only do I see a lot of value, it's helped my life. I'm in such a better spot than I was 4 years ago, just because every single day for the last 4 years, I put one foot in front of the other, and I was 1% better today than I was yesterday. So I'm going to cap this video at 13 minutes and 25 seconds. Thank you guys so much for reaching out. Subscribe if you want. If not, completely fine too. It's not going to affect my life. But if you want to reach out to me and find out how you could become a better person and you'd like to work with me as your life coach, find me on Instagram.